Alright, so this is the first two videos I'm going to do about the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. So again, we know the Pythagorean theorem tells us that, you've got a right triangle, there's our right angle, and the legs are A and B, the hypotenuse is C. Right then I know that A squared plus B squared will equal C squared. The converse of the Pythagorean theorem tells me that if I have a triangle, and I don't know it's a right triangle, I'll just erase this angle here, and I know the lengths of the sides, then if C is the long side, if C is the longest side of the triangle, then if A squared plus B squared equals C squared, then I know it's a right triangle. Let's use that here, I'll show you what I mean. So look at number one here. We've got a triangle, and its lengths of the sides, 6, 8, and 9. Well, if it's a right triangle, then we know 9 will be the hypotenuse, because 9 is the longest side. So that is going to be our C, and then these can be A and B. Doesn't matter which is which. And we'll do C if A squared plus B squared equals C squared. If it does, we have a right triangle. If it doesn't, then we don't have a right triangle. So 6 squared plus 8 squared, and that's going to be 36 plus 64, which is 100. All right? Now we'll check 9 squared. What's 9 squared? 9 squared, 9 times 9, 81. Okay, so we can see, look, here I've got A squared plus B squared. Here I've got C squared, and 100 definitely is not 81, so this is not a right triangle. Okay, that's the end. That answers the question. Look at this example right here. We've got 5, 12, and 13. Again, if it's a right triangle, this is going to be our hypotenuse. 13 is the long side. So that's our C. So we go 5 squared plus 12 squared, or A squared and B squared. And we get 25 plus 144, which equals 169. Okay. Then we take our hypotenuse, or our long side, 13 squared. 13 squared is 169. They're equal. So A squared plus B squared does equal C squared. So that is a right triangle. Good. Now sometimes we'll have problems where they don't give us a picture, they just give us the lengths of the sides. So look at this number 5 down here. It tells us that A is 6.4, B is 12, C is 12.2. We don't know which is the hypotenuse in this case, but we know that 12.2 is the longest. So if it's a right triangle, 12.2 is going to be our hypotenuse. So we'll take A squared and B squared, 6.4 squared plus 12 squared. And I'll do that in the calculator. So I know what 6.4 squared is off the top of my head. Get 184.96. 184.96. And then I'll figure out what's 12.2 squared. Back to my calculator. $148.84. Okay, so clearly those are not equal, so this is not a right triangle. Try another example like that. I've got 2.1, 7.2, and 7.5. 7.5 is the long side, so that's going to be my C. It's going to be the possible hypotenuse. So I got to figure out what 2.1 squared plus 7.2 squared is. And then I got to figure out what 7.5 squared is. So let's start with 2.1 and 7.2. That's 56.25. Then I've got 7.5. And that's also 56.25. So these two are the same, so yes.